All right, let's dive into something that powers our modern world, but most of the time it goes completely unnoticed. We're talking about mastering what a lot of experts call the fourth utility, and how effing compressors is really leading the charge.
So, let me just start with a question for you. Think about your own plant, your own facility. You've got your electricity, your water, your gas, but what's that other utility that, if it suddenly stopped, would bring everything to a grinding halt? Come on, what's the one you might be taking for granted? Well, the answer is compressed air. Yup, it's that unseen force, the absolute lifeblood of so many industries, and it stands shoulder to shoulder with the big three. It is so fundamental, it has absolutely earned its name, the fourth utility. So, what does that really mean in practice? Well, compressed air isn't just for, filling up tires. It's a way to transfer massive amounts of energy. It's what powers those heavy-duty tools on an assembly line, but it also handles the super delicate processes that keep our food safe. Just think of it like this. It's energy, stored up in the air itself, ready to go whenever you need it. Now, if you're going to truly master this utility, you first have to understand it, right? So let's do that. We're going to break down the anatomy of a modern air compressor system. And it's way more than just a single machine. It's a whole ecosystem of interconnected parts, all working together in perfect sync. And this right here gives you the whole picture. I mean, look at it. A modern air compressor is a pretty complex piece of machinery, but every single one of those components has a vital job to do. Let's start breaking it down and look at the real heart and muscle of this thing. Okay, everything kicks off right here with the electric motor. You should think of this as the heart of the entire operation. It's what takes the electricity from the wall and turns it into the raw mechanical power that drives this whole system. Seriously, without a solid motor, nothing else even gets started. And next up, you've got the muscle, the compression unit. Now, whether you're talking about a piston or a rotary screw design, this is where the ordinary air from the room gets pulled in, squeezed down, and pressurized into that powerful energy source we've been talking about. This is really where the magic happens. But of course, the heart and the muscle can't do it all by themselves. They need a whole support system. You've got the air intake and filter, which act like the lungs, making sure the air is clean. The receiver tank gives you storage, so you have power on demand. And then you have this whole network of cooling, lubrication, and regulation systems that make sure the whole thing runs smoothly, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. So now we know what it is. Let's take a look at where this incredible utility really shines. The applications are all over the map, and in some of the most demanding industries in the world, compressed air is it's absolutely non-negotiable. Just take a look at manufacturing. In a heavy industrial place like this, compressed air is basically pure raw power. It drives pneumatic tools, it operates huge pieces of machinery, and it keeps that assembly line chugging along. In this world, reliable air pressure means maximum productivity. It's that simple. Now, let's pivot to a completely different world, food and beverage. Here, the number one priority isn't just power, it's purity. I mean, this compressed air is coming into direct contact with the food we eat, with the packaging. Any little bit of contamination, oil, particles, anything, it could be a complete disaster. So that system has to deliver perfectly clean, quality-assured air every single time, no exceptions. And what about the toughest jobs on Earth? In mining, deep underground, in these harsh, unforgiving environments, these systems are powering critical tools like rock drills. Here, reliability isn't just about getting the job done. It's about safety. It is absolutely life or death. The systems simply cannot afford to fail. And that brings us to a really critical point. Because this utility is so vital, ignoring it or neglecting it, well, it comes with a seriously high price tag. When this system fails, the fallout can ripple through your entire business. This says it all, doesn't it? An unmanaged system isn't just a piece of equipment. It's a ticking time bomb. It's a massive liability that threatens your operation with insane energy waste. I mean, a single tiny leak, one you can barely even hear, can cost you thousands of dollars a year. Not to mention product contamination and the kind of catastrophic downtime that just absolutely destroys your bottom line. But there is a better way, and it's all about shifting your mindset. If you can move from being reactive to being proactive, you can actually transform that huge potential liability into one of your most reliable strategic assets. And it all comes down to disciplined maintenance.
And this just lays it out perfectly. On the one side, you have the total chaos of reactive failure, unplanned downtime, wasted energy, contamination risks, and eye-watering repair bills. But on the other side, the proactive success story, maximum uptime, peak energy efficiency, guaranteed air purity, and predictable, manageable cost. I mean, the choice here is crystal clear.
So how do you actually get there? Well, it's not rocket science. It's a simple three-part approach. You've got daily checks by your own team, just monitoring gauges, listening for leaks. Then, monthly inspections to clean filters and check for any wear and tear. And finally, the big one, scheduled professional servicing, where you partner with experts to do the deep preventative work that keeps the whole system in absolute peak condition. At the end of the day, mastering your fourth utility really boils down to two things: partnership and planning. When you work with experts who get the anatomy of your system and understand the unique demands of your industry, you can ensure that your compressed air supply is never a source of stress, but a solid foundation for your success.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about for your own operations. Right now, today, is your fourth utility a powerful, well-managed asset, or is it an unmanaged risk just sitting there waiting to become a huge problem? FN Compressors.